Welcome to the Elite Dream Team and Zija International. My name is Greg Bibb, and I want to congratulate you on taking the first step in building a large organization. This video is going to teach you the exact system that we were taught when we got started in this business. What this system will do is create duplication by showing simplicity. Always remember that it's not what works in this business, it's what duplicates. This is not just about learning this yourself. It's about teaching others to do the same. My wife Tamara dragged me into this business by wanting to use the products. I was a man with a total lack of faith in products in this profession, network marketing as a profession, and lack of faith in myself that I could do it. You see, my wife and myself were both high school educators and coaches. We had no business sense or experience whatsoever, but we loved the product, started sharing with those we loved and the most because we wanted their health and quality of life to be better. Then we saw money coming in. We noticed checks in our mailbox. Reaching out to our upline then because we got very excited and let them know that we wanted to be serious about this business and wanted something more for ourselves and our family. They told us the same thing that they had told us before. The only difference is this time we listened. It's this company, this product, and this system that has allowed us to surpass our monthly teaching and coaching income in far less than a year. And it was the teaching others and teaching others to teach the system that rewarded us with an early exit from our teaching and coaching jobs, giving us our time back for the things that were most important to us that really had to take a back seat for so many years. We're excited to share this system with you today because network marketing is a true people helping people business. It's not all about the money made, but the lives that are being changed. So let's get started and make sure you got a pen and paper ready so you can take notes on this system as we go through it. This system, if you choose to follow it, will help you make the money that you want to make. First and foremost, you want to make your list. When you heard about this business, I'm sure you thought to yourself, yeah, I know a few people. Be sure to write those names down. Some people make the mistake of saying, I have my list in my head. Well, one of my mentors once told me if my list and my goals were in my head, that's exactly where my money would be because all I'd be able to do was dream about making it. Make your list of 200 names and write them down. Do not prejudge. It'll surprise you who will and who won't do this business. So it's important not to leave anyone off of the list. Remember the rule of SW to the fifth power as you go through your list. Some will, some won't, so what, somewhere, someone's waiting. And understand that those who won't, a lot of the times are those who just won't yet. I have people getting started in my business 2 and 3 years after I first exposed them. Just know that you're sorting, the 3 C's of sorting, because as you go through your list, you're going to find out if these people are going to be a customer, a consultant, or we call it a distributor, or a connector. A connector is one who tells you that they don't want to become a distributor, and they may not even order product from you, but they might know somebody who will. So these are the ones who will refer you to others and refer others to you. But you have to ask for this to happen. So just be aware that as you go through your list, your point is just to sort your list. The more names on your list, the better posture you're going to have. The big word we all need to learn while sorting through your list is next. Go on to that next person because the biggest thing that I've seen kick people out of this business, and guys, remember, if you quit this business, you're quitting on every hope and dream you have for yourself and your loved ones. So don't quit. Don't let other people's words kick you out of the business. Don't allow their words to knock you off course. Learn the word next as fast as you can and understand 2 things. Those that love us the most judge us the harshest. And those that tell you no now will continue to watch you. And some will join you later. Look for people who have influence. People who have the money to get started and who are naturally happy people. And just natural born winners. That just makes sense, doesn't it? We get to choose who we want to be in business with. And we are the average of the people that we surround ourselves with. So surround yourself with the kind of people that you want to become. Like successful people. Successful people don't tear other people down. They build others up. And always remember that if you buy someone else's opinion, you also buy their lifestyle. So when calling the people on your list, there are just 3 things that are going to make a big difference on that list. Number 1 is your enthusiasm. Are you excited? Your prospect, your people that you're talking to can feel that in your voice and see it in you. Number 2, you have good posture. Don't just tell them that this is something I'm trying, this is something I'm looking at. No, this is something I am doing. And number 3, you lead people. People want leaders and want to be led. When making your list, follow those simple guidelines and you're well on your way. After you've made your list and you're going to peak them, there are 6 P's that we're going to talk about throughout this system. We just talked about your prospect list. That's the first P. Second is the peak. Third is the pass. Fourth is plug. Fifth is promote. And 6 is personal development. The peak is very simple to do if we keep it simple. We just want to pique their interest and want our prospect to want to know more. The main problem is most people like to complicate things. They want to show how smart they are. They practice what we call verbal vomit. They tell everything they know about the company, the product, the origin, the owner, the formulator, and essentially what they do is they throw up all over their prospect. Well, nobody likes to be thrown up on. One thing to keep in mind when keeping your piquing your prospect's interest. Think of every word out of your mouth as a brick that'll build a wall. It'll take some words to pique their interest. So think to yourself, do I want to build that wall to my prospect's knee height? Or do I want to build it 10 feet high and they don't know whether I'm still talking to them or not because their mind is wandering? So remember to keep it simple. It's that KISS principle we've all heard of. There are numerous ways to peak nowadays because of social media, emails, text messages, things like that. But keep this in mind. This is a relationship business. How best can you build a great, solid relationship? Can you do that by social media, by text messages, or by email? Or can you do that better in person or by phone? Absolutely, you can in person or by phone. Now, the other things are great tools, without a doubt. You can use those, but they can't hear or feel your excitement through typed words. This is a phone and belly-to-belly, face-to-face business. And what we want to do is we just want to relate it to their lives. Maybe this person you're talking to wants to lose weight. They want to feel better. They want to be healthier. They want to start a college fund. They want to buy their kids a car, or they want to buy themselves a new car. They want to build a retirement. They want to save for travel, or basically like we were, just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And how do we know these things about our prospects? We shut our mouths and we listen. We let them talk. We listen to them and learn how Zija can best suit them. Basically, one phrase I use that catches all of those. I have something that I feel that I know could help you. If I sent you some information, would you take a look at it? So what we're doing, we're keeping it so simple that while we're talking to them, we're pointing to a third-party tool. Remember, we are not a tool. So we are not given a big explanation on the company or the products. We're simply pointing them in the direction of a third-party tool. We send them some links to a website. Email them some videos, send them to a conference call, and or we hand them a success magazine. So when you're talking, make sure it's just to do a simple invite. A few questions I like to ask are ones that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a yes answer to. My favorite is, do you keep your options open when it comes to making money? Or would you make more money if you could? Is your health important to you? Do you like making money? And when they say yes, because if they're honest with me, they're going to say yes. And when they say yes, I'm going to text them some links, whatever caters to their needs, because I'm going to create that commonality between my prospect and the tool that I'm going to send them. Remember to set the follow-up at the time of the exposure. If we treat this as a hobby, it'll pay us like a hobby. If we treat this like a business, it will pay us like a business. So I'm going to ask them when they're going to have a chance to look at the information that I'm sending. They'll say tonight. I say, great. Would you like for me to get your questions answered later on tonight or tomorrow? If they say tomorrow, I'll say, good deal. Morning, afternoon work best. Afternoon? Good. 3, 4, 5. What works best for you? 5 o'clock? Good deal. I'm going to call you at 5. And I know you're busy like I am, so I'm putting this in my calendar so I can be sure to keep this time slot open, and I ask that you do the same thing because I don't want either one of us to waste our time. Does that sound good? Another way to expose over the telephone with your hot market of people, which is these are the ones that we can walk into their house without knocking, and they won't shoot us, right? Because they recognize us. So that's your hot market of people. And my prospect name is Mike. I'll say, hey, Mike, I've got some information I want to run by you. When can you get in front of your computer? And I'm going to call you as soon as it gets finished. Of course, they always ask, what is it? And I'm just going to answer a question with a question. Does 7 o'clock work for you? I'm going to send you a link. You can get online, take a look, and we can chat right after it's done. Does that sound good? And then if they say, no, seriously, Greg, what's this about? I'll answer, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I've got something so big it'll blow your mind. If you're a business owner, you could say, I'm expanding my business. I'm very excited about it, and I'd like to run it by you so you can see what I'm working on. There are tons of approaches. Just find what works for you. If something is working, keep using it. If something isn't working for you, it's common sense, stop using. So that is the peak. It is very, very simple. You just want to pique their interest. Then you want to pass them to a third-party tool. The point is that when you pique them, you're putting them in your funnel. We talk about filling our funnel all the time. And then when you get them engaged as a customer, distributor, or connector, we are moving them through our funnel. To put them in, you pique them. And what we say is that once you pique someone, you put them in your funnel, they don't get out until they enroll in Zija or they die. And while they're in the funnel, they're going through the different third-party tools. The very best I feel are the videos. Press play because it's that simple. The most important part of this is to book the follow-up time, a time for them to look at the info, and then book the follow-up time at the same time you tell them you're sending the link. Because I was taught early on in this business, the fortune is in the follow-up. So all you're going to do is when you call them, you're going to follow up with them and say, you're going to ask them 3 questions. Number 1, did you get a chance to look at that information that I sent? Number 2, what did you like about it? I don't care what he thinks. I just want to know what he likes or she likes. And we like everything, so whatever they like, we like. And then third question is, what questions do you have? And that's when you plug them into a 3-way call, and we'll go over that in the next section, in the next slide. But I'm going to say, hey, Mike, you said you were going to look at the info I sent at 7. I'm going to call you at 7:30. So is there any reason why you wouldn't be able to do that? Just simply because my time is very tight, and I want to make sure that we have a chance to touch base because it's pretty important. So what you've just done is you've let them know that you're holding them accountable. And this is extremely important to you. Then I'm going to say, I'm going to schedule you into my calendar, and that way we can set that time aside and really go over what you saw there. So essentially what you're doing is what we call BAM FAM, booking a meeting from a meeting. Always book a meeting from a meeting. If you're putting them on a conference call, book a follow-up. If you're sending them to a presentation, book the follow-up. If you just enrolled them, book another follow-up after the orientation. That's going to help your business go quick. Remember, the goal is just for them to press play. And also remember that when moving your prospects through your funnel, when they get involved, they will do it like you do it. So very important that we do it correctly. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about the plug. We talk about the peak, the pass, the plug. So the last is a plug. You want to plug them into somebody who is not you. There's a few reasons for that. Mainly it's third-party credibility. They think they know you, and whether they think you can build it or not, it's irrelevant. When you get another person on the line who's had success, what they're going to do is share their testimony real quick, product and business. They're going to answer your prospects' questions and help you handle their objections. This process is followed to teach you how to do it. It's not just about making the other person the expert. The other person is then going to make you the expert back. So as you go through this process, you're going to learn the skills you need because we have to develop a skill set to get to where we want to be in this business. And through those 3-way calls, you're going to learn those skills you need. Of course, you want to edify your upline to your prospect and your prospect to your upline. Don't just say, if my upline is Chip, don't just say, hey, Chip, this is Mike. I'm going to let you talk to him and you can tell him all about the stuff. No, you don't want to do that. What we want to do is edify Mike and edify Chip. I would say, hey, Chip, this is my friend Mike. I think a lot of Mike because he's a winner. He's been a successful teacher and a coach. He's a great father, a great family man. He just makes things happen. Just make that prospect feel good about him or herself and let them know that you respect them and that they be a valuable part of your team. Then, of course, you want to edify Chip by saying, hey, Mike, this is Chip. He's my coach, trainer, and mentor in this business. I have a lot of respect for him because he's had a ton of success by helping tons of people because he knows all the facts and he has a true servant's heart. And I just wanted to get him on the phone for a few minutes so you could see just how simple this system is. If you can get someone to watch a video, get them on the phone with Chip, you can make money at this too. So now you just set it up so Chip can come back and edify you. Okay? So that's all this is, because what this is, when I first got started, I was a basketball coach and a teacher. People knew that about me. They knew I hadn't been in business. They knew I didn't have a business mind at the time. So all they knew was I could coach basketball and I could educate. Now, what I've done is I built Chip up huge as one of the top people in this company. He's helping tons of people and he's had huge success. And all Chip's going to do then is edify me and tell them that I'm doing great things in the business. I'm a person that they want to attach themselves to. So now my prospect looks at me differently because remember, this is just a business of building each other up. You want to let your people know that there is a system in place and that if they can follow the system, they too can make money at this. That is why it's so important that we follow this system of simply piquing their interest, sending them to a third-party tool, them pushing play, then plugging them into someone other than you. And as they move through the process, because like I said earlier, they will do what you do. Now your upline can ask your prospect, can you do what Greg just did? Can you get someone to press play and get them on the phone with me? And of course, anybody can do that. But if we're a brand new person, we want to be open for business. So what do? We want to get ourselves and our new partners on the conference calls. Conference calls are very important. It'll help train your new team and keep all of them motivated. Get everyone moving in that right direction. Learn about the company, the products, the leadership, the testimonies of others, etc. The second thing you want to do is you want to book your business launch. This is your grand opening. Every business that opens up has a grand opening. This is yours, and this is extremely exciting because this will preferably be done in your home because this is where your friends and family feel the most comfortable and they're used to going to your house. So make sure you invite as many as you can. Invite 3 times as many people as you want to show up. So if you want 10 there, invite 30. And remember, it's much more effective using the phone to invite. Don't just get caught or stuck on inviting on Facebook, creating an event. Use the phone. Get them pre-exposed before they come. That means get them to watch a video before. That way, by the time they get to the meeting, they're already primed. They're already ready to go. Chances are, if they show up after watching a video, they're probably going to sign up. Of course, you want to do a massive, immediate business launch within the first 2 or 3 days. And that's great if you have someone there that can give the presentation. But it's best if you just push play on the DVD player. It shows that simplicity. This is the most powerful way. Remember, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. Because duplication is where the money is in this business. It's also where the success is with your new business partners. Keep it fun and keep your house as it is, just a bit cleaner. Add chairs as you need them. Don't bake a huge spread. Just have the basics, maybe pretzels, coffee, water. Simplicity to lead to duplication is the key. We want those people leaving that meeting thinking, hey, I can do this. So book your first business launch, and I like to book 2 for the reason if some people can't make it on Tuesday, maybe they can make it Thursday. Book those with your upline, so if they can't be there with you, they can be there by phone to answer all their questions and handle their objections. And remember, this is a numbers game. You peek, pass, and plug and promote into the next meeting. Remember, some will, some won't, so what, some will later, and all of those are okay. There are laws of success, and one of them is a law of averages. A survey of $1 million earners in this profession showed that the average number talked to thousands of people over the years to enroll 100 personally. Out of those 130 people stuck. Out of those 30, 10 people became leaders. And if you create 10 leaders in your organization, 10 is all you need. You're not looking for everybody. You're looking for somebody that wants the product, but you're more importantly looking for people who want to go out and build a business with you. You still appreciate your customers as well, because customers create volume and volume creates paychecks. As you build this business over the next 2, 5 to 10 years, you'll find that the more personal enrollments you have, the more money you will make. That's just the law of averages. If you peak and follow up with 10 in your first week, that's a great start. Then you can get between 2 and 6 new business partners, and that'll help you find your newest runners that you can go and create a massive organization with. Of course, the name of the game is to rank advance. You're brand new, so your first goal is Builder 500. We want you to get 2 people started in your business to qualify you for your first paycheck and for free product in the following period with the Team 250 program. That creates your very own success story that you can share with your prospects. You want to create 500 volume points on each leg. That advances you to Builder 500. We want you to continue to create that momentum in your organization by continuing to rank advance and helping others on your team do the exact same thing. If you'll help enough other people in your organization rank advance, you'll automatically advance yourself. Your people will do what you do, not what you say to do. So move your feet and get yourself in gear. You'll also want to hit gold, I would think, to get a free Mercedes-Benz. So let your upline know if that's something that you'd like to do, and your upline will help put a plan in place for you guys to do it together, for us to do it together. Simply help others move forward, and that will in turn help you and your business move forward as well. Of course, you want to create earnings, and that's how simple I want you to keep it. Earning $500 is really where it's at. Why? Because $500 extra a month is life-changing money for so many people. If you can earn $500 a month, you can earn $6,000 a year. You're probably qualified for free product with Team 250, but if not, you can cover your overhead in your business. And more importantly, what it does is it builds belief. Your belief in this profession. It builds your belief in this company, and the most important thing is it builds belief in yourself that you can earn bigger checks. Because if you can learn how to make $500, you can learn to make $1,000, you can learn to make $5,000. Then you can start paying off your debt and teach others how to do the exact same thing. Earn $500. I say let's earn $500 in your first week or two, and that creates that momentum quickly in your organization. Remember, this is a coaching and teaching business, not a sales business. This is a common misunderstanding about what we do in network marketing. They think they need to be a salesperson, but we absolutely do not. We want the third-party tools to do the selling. We're simply introducing and following up. You want to learn this system, do this system, and teach this system to others. The secret is in the coaching and teaching. Take action. Sort the people on your list to find those who want to run with you, your power players. Teach each new partner the system by getting them to this video and to your upline by way of a 3-way lifeline call. Then repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Understand that it's not those who invented the wheel, but those who get the wheel moving that creates momentum. Remember, all the people on your list are looking for something. All of them have a pain. They have a pain of a physical pain. The pain of wanting to lose weight, the pain of not having enough time, or the pain of not having financial freedom. You have the answer for their needs. This is a real answer, an answer that's changing thousands of people's lives. And this is one thing I will guarantee you, that if you don't introduce it to them, someone else will. Remember, the secret to duplication and building a huge organization is teaching a large group of people how to do a few simple actions repeatedly over a sustained period of time. Understand that commitment and enthusiasm are keys to building this business. Make a 90-day commitment to correctly taking these products. Make a year commitment to yourself, your sponsor, your upline, and more importantly, your loved ones to building this business. Because remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, so take your step. You can change your life by committing to do a few simple things every single day. It was a few simple things that got you to where you currently are. So what we need to do is just learn a few new things to add, a few new habits to have to create a different life. That's what the Elite Dream Team is all about, creating an improved quality of life for so many people. That's our mission. We want people to have the opportunity to get themselves free. The speed to growth is your personal growth. Personal development is a huge key in this business. Don't hesitate if you just can order one of these. Do it and begin that journey. These books that you see on the slide right now. Get yourself in the right frame of mind. Put the right things in your brain. Pour the right things in your head. And remember, if you choose garbage going in, you're going to get garbage out, which creates garbage results. But I heard, as a man thinketh, so is he. We are the result of where our thoughts have brought us. So to change our life, we must change our thinking. We do that through personal growth, personal development. As soon as you finish here today or tonight, go search on YouTube, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N. Listen to it multiple times. And I'll tell you, my first 6 months in this business, I listened to that every time I got into the car. So very, very important. Also, Go Pro by Eric Worre is a great first read, and it'll help you understand network marketing and this system that we just talked about. Our direct upline, Chris Estes, has released his first book, and we highly recommend reading The Apple Principle, along with a couple of others that you see listed here that are great for your personal growth. Leadership development is a key to business growth. Tamara and I had to learn how to lead people, and that started with us learning how to lead ourselves well. Remember, if you're committed to your own personal growth and you're enthusiastic about life, your business, and your products, you will have a business. It's not who wants it the most, but who wants it the longest. With that, guys, that's our training on the system that we follow, and it's created a huge business for us and so many others. So what we must do now is we must learn it, we must trust it, we must do it, and we must teach it. So let's go out and make it happen for you.